Hello YouTube, welcome to another video by the Geo Scholar. I'm going to show you a few clips of some maps, and I want you to look at them. If you've looked at those maps, one map was of the Bay Area in Northern California, another map was of the smoke of where the wildfires were. If you've been watching the news, you will know that Northern California has been hit by a series of wildfires, particularly in the northern part of the Bay Area in California. There have been several wildfires that have hit the area. At least 31 people have died. Over 100 have been hospitalized. In addition, thousands of homes, other buildings have been destroyed. In particular, if you've watched the news, you see images of one residential neighborhood in Santa Rosa, California, which was essentially torched, obliterated due to the wildfires. And then you also have other problems that will be taking place further on. One thing to really think about, you have to think about the human cost, you have to think about the cost on the land, and you really, in order to understand these wildfires, you need to understand geography, you need to understand weather, you need to understand several factors. Let's start with human geography because this has a human toll to it. Let's start with medical geography. The air quality in places like Napa Valley, San Francisco, Oakland, the air quality has been deteriorating because of the fires, the smoke coming from those fires. There are going to be more people who are likely have to go to the hospital later because of the air quality being so bad. And furthermore, there might be more deaths. One thing to really consider: if a person has asthma or any other pre-existing respiratory problems, very bad air quality due to smoke in the air is very dangerous. So that's the medical geography part. That is the human toll. And then you have to think about people who have lost their homes. If people who have lost their homes cannot afford to get new homes or have other problems, or they get to a point where they are just tired of dealing with the wildfires, there might be people who leave. One thing to consider: California is no stranger to wildfires. This has happened before, and not just in Northern California. You hear about them a lot in Southern California, near Los Angeles, near San Diego. They've happened before. And then you have to think about how these fires are started. Northern areas of the specific northern parts of California, where San Francisco, Oakland, the Napa Valley, and then other parts of California southward towards Los Angeles and San Diego, those areas have a Mediterranean climate. You tend to have very wet autumns and winters, which are very mild, and then you have warm summers to hot summers where there is virtually no rain. You have warm to hot, dry summers. That is a Mediterranean climate. You've had the situation where you've had these hot, dry winds coming out from inland California, and they're blowing, and it's essentially tinder dry, and then you have fires taking place because it is so dry and it doesn't take much to start a fire. And then there's another cost. These fires have been taking place in wine country, Napa County, Sonoma County. Those are places that are big wine producers. In fact, California is the biggest wine producer in the United States of America. There have been situations where now, because of the fires, the vineyards that haven't been destroyed, people are in a rush to go pick those grapes because it's like pick them before they're destroyed. And then you got situations where crops have already been destroyed, and then wineries have been destroyed because of the fires. When you really think about the economic cost, it goes so many ways. You have to consider the place that California has in terms of being a major wine producing state and how this will affect wine country, and how the prices, it won't just affect it now, it'll affect it later. And then you have to consider what kind of migration might take place with people losing their homes. Some people will stay, some people will leave. You have to think about who might leave or who might go. You have to think about migration. It's a combination of human geography, physical geography, so much to look at. And this is why we learn geography, so we can understand natural disasters like these wildfires. And this is why we have Earth Science Week. Geography, particularly physical geography, can be looked at as an earth science, as can be geology, meteorology, geomorphology. It's just something to look at. If you like this video, go check out other videos that I've made. Be sure to leave a comment on this, like and subscribe, and click on the bell if you want to get notifications of when more videos are uploaded.